G'day, g'day, lads. I'm early? Yeah! Look at you go, man. GG. Hi, Older. Woo! We did it! Yeah! I don't know why I'm celebrating. I have 2 more days of work, but it counts for something. Oh god, flashbang. How's it going, guys? Up, color. There we go. Big weekend for me. Oh? To relax? What's going on? Oh, okay. Need to try and like sit properly, which never happens. I like how Orb's face is just sitting right here. Illy tap. Yeah. Public holiday on Monday. All right. Yo, Pog, let's go. I get to work on public holiday, so guess who's raking in the money? Am I thrilled about it? Not really, but no, I'm thrilled about the money. I'm not thrilled about having 3 full-day shifts back to back. So, oh my god, guys, I've got some good goss for yous. Let me just log into the game. Oh my god, wait, is this going to immediately start the? Is this immediately start? Oh god, guys, sorry, stop the talk. We gotta watch the introduction. What the fuck is this? Your 3 p.m. cake travaganza. What shall we make today, kids?
Samson.
And Judy's bake and bow.
What? It looks great. Macaroons, waffles with cream, chiffon cakes that are light as a dream. Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All the sweetness waiting for you. What? Where? Over there. The oven's got something special to share. Ping! Now let's see what we've got for you. I love it. It's cooking time. Are you ready to make something special again? Someone's watching it? Wow, talk about blast from the past. Oh yeah. Hey Gregory, I'm going back there tomorrow with your boy. Your boy. I'm finally going to find out what happened 18 years ago. Oh shit. What do you mean? 18? Oh, doesn't he know how he died? I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, pause. Why is there a fountain? Look at all my Cupid children. The Zodiac Hall fountain room. What the fuck? All right. Back. Hi guys. We were talking. Sorry, I completely forgot that obviously it would like cut away to this. Twitch, look away. It's alright. For some weird reason, Cupids are okay. Not really sure. Australia Day is technically on Sunday, but the day off is on Monday. Yeah. But I'm working on Sunday, so nothing changes for me. Yes, well, I'll do the sprinkles later. I'll wink. So I'm watching Dungeon Meshi. Nice. Heard the Tarrytown music playing here and was like, wow, they're playing pretty close to copyright with this tingle. Oh my god, Rashkava, can you imagine? Oh my god. Where are you up to in Dungeon Meshi? I haven't watched Dungeon Meshi. For reference, I watched like 3 episodes with my sister and then we never got back to it, so that's probably how it's going to stay for the next 3 years. Who knows? Photobombed. Haha. Times 2 pay though. It's good. Just episode 5. Nice. We didn't even get to episode 5. I didn't actually hydrate. Listen, guys, the hydrate is inevitable, so it's fine. Now, Rash Kavar, what were we going to talk about? You said, oh, that's right. We were talking about fucking video game companies losing their moolah, right? Is that what we were talking about? Yeah. Okay. All right. I just wanted to have like a brief conversation about this. And when it was just the first few hours, it would go in a different direction. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Hi, Alda. Alda, can you believe the One Piece chapter though? Like, just to be a little more emphatic than obviously the DMs. Bro, like, what the fuck? Like, I saw people calling them Shamrock and I was like, no. Like, what do you mean? That's a stupid name for his well, we don't know. Probably, brother. Right? Can you believe it? But now I've finally seen it and I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, so now we know that's just what the fuck, man. Like, what? I don't know what's going on. Can I just say, in the vaguest sense, without spoiling stuff for people, I have no idea what's happening on One Piece. And by that I mean, like, it's really weird with the current arc. I don't know if Alda, if you agree, right? It really feels weird that, like, I feel like they're building up to something and you love it. Well, yes and no. Like, that's the thing. I feel really wishy-washy about it. Because I'm like, you know, like, usually it feels like they're building up to a logical conclusion, you know, or something logical, right? And instead, it keeps, like, going in a really weird, like, different direction. You know, they're like, oh, we fell into Elbaf, and we were in a little fake world, and then we broke out of it, and then we're, like, celebrating, but then there's the dude at the bottom, and then there's the stuff at the top, and it's like, what? We need to have a Discord chat about it. We always talk about that, and then it never happens. Anyway, so for the last couple of weeks, my sister hasn't been watching the chapters, hasn't been reading the chapters. Anyway, so I literally said to her, like, when she came home, I was like, Adara, it's time. You need to catch up with One Piece. Because sometimes she likes to just watch them, like, read them all, like, consecutively and stuff. And I'm because I still like to read them weekly, I basically tell her when it's like, nah, you need to catch the fuck up because it's fucking good. Yep. Life. Aced it. Yeah, I've been really enjoying that. It's all going well today. She seemed a little deflated when she came home, but I think it was just tough. Normal work toughness. Yeah. I don't know. Seemed a little deflated. I returned, sorry. No stress, man. We just talked about One Piece instead, so. Okay, the conversation. I definitely feel like it's really interesting, I feel like, with the current regime of video games. And I want to say this specifically in relation to, like, Kickstarter projects versus obviously big AAA games, right? Because I like, it's interesting how much nowadays that you have these really big video game companies, right? Who all started off with making these really interesting games that people kept wanting more of, you know what I mean? And then, but there's also the problem, right, of like, well, video games are taking longer and longer to make nowadays too. So it's also difficult with maybe doing scheduling and making sure that there's always something coming out that's like really good, that is from the company that people will enjoy, right? Like, under Capcom having, like, new Street Fighter, new Ace Attorney, new... What else is Capcom? Mega Man. You know, that sort of thing. So they have to kind of, like, divide their attention. Well, like, there's different, like, groups, obviously, doing different things and stuff like that. But it's interesting how centric they've become with being, like, you know, like just constantly trying to do, like, mainstream, like, you know, like the example I think they used in there where it was, like, Dragon Age or Assassin's Creed, right? You're always waiting for the newest Assassin's Creed to come out. Look, I'm early to a stream. Who the fuck am I? Who are you? That's a good question, mate. Hi, Abs. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I'm not saying this very articulately. My point is that the biggest AAA titles have a lot of, like, I would say, like, star items that are not being utilized properly, if that makes any sense. You know, like the fact that the Assassin's Creed games have been getting kind of, like, less liked, especially since it went, like, the RPG more direction. I don't know how people still like COD and Call of Duty, but that's just me. Articulate us humans? No, we don't do that here. We don't articulate humans. One thing that's very worth noting that the EA stock prices aren't the company's money. They're the company's value on the market. Right. The only way that they turn that into money is for the primary owners to sell a new chunk of the company off the market and put that money into the businesses rather than their pockets. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. Okay. Okay, that does make sense. But I just mean, like, I'm just saying, like, I find it really interesting that more and more nowadays that you have, like, indie developers. Like, when you see an indie game come out, right? Like, there's a new concept for a game, and they're like, wow, look at this thing. You could do this. Like, we can make this thing for you. People throw money at it, okay? You know, people look at the general concept. Like, Coral Island, I threw, like, actually, no, I wasn't in the Kickstarter for that, unfortunately. If only. But with Coral Island, you know, like, I saw the concept and stuff like that, and I was like, this looks good. I want to throw money at it. You know what I mean? And same as for a lot of different Kickstarters are going really, really well. If they market it correctly and stuff like that, people go, oh my god, this looks amazing, I really want this, da-da-da-da-da. Hi, Lily. So a lot of people's, I want to say, like, a lot of people's attention and money is going more into, like, indie projects than it is with larger, like, companies, like AAA companies, I feel. Because they're more like, I want to say, like, the big companies have become, I don't want to say stale, but kind of stale, because they're not actually coming up with, like, again, new and interesting IP. You know, unless it's obviously, well, I was going to say, unless it's Nintendo. Nintendo's really good with the way they do things, though. Nintendo owns so many things that I feel like when they do announce something, it's like, oh, I didn't think they'd make this, you know, because you didn't expect another Paper Mario after, like, 10 years or something. Like, they aren't throwing money at me, though. Girl, just ask. Han, okay, I understand what you're saying. In reality, not really. Well, I was trying. People throw money to anything regardless. We live in a capitalist world. But to answer your question as to how I am groggy as fuck. Just waking up. Have you tried having more fiber? I take fiber tablets in the morning, and like having Weet-Bix every morning stops me from feeling like that really, like, tired hit in the morning, you know? Just an idea. Basically, what happens on the stock market and what happens in the business are entirely separate. Yes. The companies care about stock prices because the people who own them are the shareholders, and the board running them above them, even the CEOs, represent those shareholders, and based on the assumptions that higher share value is the main thing that shareholders want. Yes. Yeah. Basically, more successful the general perception of a company is, the better. Especially if they want to sell it. Yeah. It only matters if they're actually planning on, like, selling it. But anyway, my point, it's just, I just think it's really interesting, though, that, I don't know, like, I guess I find it really interesting that to this day, we still, as a society, end up gravitating towards, sorry. I want to say, like, we gravitate towards the Dragon Ages and, the Assassin's Creed and, like, those really popular, like, titles and stuff. Sorry, I'm blanking on all other, like, gaming titles and stuff. We gravitate towards them, but every time there's, like, a new one that's been coming out, it's a little less so every single time. You know what I mean? And I wonder why that is, and whether it's a reflection of people being like, well, I kind of moved on, or if people are like, something else, you know? Moved on, don't have a console good enough to play it, or, like, a computer good enough to play it, like, I don't... or if general disinterest is maybe that's the point. General disinterest is growing more in relation to certain gaming spheres. Even though there's always going to be some people who buy like The Sims, for example. Yes, phone. What's up, phone? Oh, that's not important. It had a G, so I was like, maybe it's Google telling someone signed into my account. No. I've got these brand new features. To be fair, though, to big companies. I feel like, you know what? I think that's a thing, though. I feel like AAA titles should try making shittier games. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to be the absolute, like, shiniest and everything like that. I think they should try making, you know, like, maybe just generally more chill games, you know, like, to some degree. Ignore, please. Sorry, it's just me stealing your account. Please ignore. I don't know. It says here that Wings of Exelion has started streaming. Or I cucked the Lord. What's going on in that Discord? Okay. Sorry, it's just one of the servers I'm in. They have like a quotes channel, and for some weird reason they've randomly started updating the quotes channel a lot recently, so I just like randomly open my phone and I'm like, what's this? Oh, my back. Anyway, I don't know if anyone had any particular thing to contribute to that. I just think it's interesting. That's all. Because I don't know, like there's like I've always said before with Nintendo, like if anything is like Kirby, Mario, Pokemon, there's a good chance that I'll just snap it up and buy it, right? Or if it's FromSoft, absolutely, probably. But then there's like other titles and my brain thinks, oh, would I go back and like buy this game? Like, I don't know, like move on and live. Depends on how good it is. Or even if it is good, my brain thinks, oh, like I'd rather put my money towards like something else, maybe like an indie developer. But yeah, for EA and Ubisoft who keep churning out games that are the same, there's groups like FromSoft and Team Asobi, Astrobot, and Metaphor, yeah. And Square Enix who are getting tons of interest playing on stuff they've done before. Who are getting tons of interest playing on stuff they've done before. That is a really interesting way of thinking of it. Me with money, spending it on games. Yeah. Actually, can I just say, that's why I actually really love Ghost of Tsushima. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima really came out at a left field, filled that, like, Assassin's Creed Japanese item that everyone had been craving, which we're now getting, but that's besides the point. But it really kind of came at a left field, and we're like, yeah, we've made this game, I hope you like it, and everyone was like, oh my god, yes, it was amazing, and now we're getting a second one. Like, Ghost of Tsushima hasn't lasted since, like, the 2000s or, like, 1980s or something like that, and I fucking love that. I'm like, this is like new IP, new kind of, you know, it's not quite like a new concept, but it feels like a new style, a new feeling. It evokes new emotions. Like EA and Ubisoft both get shit for making the same game over and over. Yeah, no, that's really interesting though, because obviously, like, yeah, like like EA and Ubisoft get so much shit. And then you look at, yeah, and then you, like, especially Square Enix. But in saying that, Square Enix is, like, remaking Final Fantasy VII. Like, I think if, in a completely new, like, kind of way, right? They're, like, reinventing it at the same time. And maybe that's the point. There's a difference between making new content and what the fuck word did I just say? Reinventing it. Like, changing it as you go. You know, like Mario Kart for, you know, yeah, like they reinvent it into a different way, even though it's still, like, generally the same sort of concept, versus, I don't fucking know, all those sports games. I just get upset at sports games, guys. I'm like, really? You want another soccer game? That's my general. I'm sure a lot of people love those soccer games, but it makes me so mad, because I'm like, did you really change anything? I don't know. But FromSoft keep making Dark Souls and our beloved Astrobot just getting bigger. Astro Playground is very nostalgic, triggering, and Persona games get remakes that people play, absolutely. But again, like the difference between Persona 3, like the original kind of general style and concept of it, and the remake is stunning in comparison though, right? Like when I don't know if you've seen anything of Persona 3 remake, but it is a remake. It is stunning. It is beautiful. There's a lot of quality of life from like changes from what I've heard. Like it's great in comparison. Still need to play Reload? Okay. The aesthetic of it is stunning. Like it's not just like, hey, we put this through a filter and now it looks a little bit better, like they did with Persona 5. Sorry, Persona 4 Golden. They could still do a remake of Persona 4 Golden and I would play it. But Persona 3 is stunning. I love it. Hi, Stanium. The big thing that sports games change is keeping the player profiles current. Like you won't find Wade Gretzky in the new hockey game. Right. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, like HD good. It is very good. I need to finish it. But it's a lot of work. But you know what I mean, right? Like there's an element of reinventing it that keeps people engaged and stuff like that I feel like other stuff isn't going well. And then obviously you have something like Final Fantasy XIV, which, because it's online and stuff like that, it engages audiences over long periods of time to keep engaging in something like the Final Fantasy universe and general concepts and stuff. So when you do hear there's Final Fantasy 16 is out, you're like, holy shit, yeah, we have a new Final Fantasy 16 game, let's go. Which now we got Final Fantasy 16 last year, probably won't get one till 2030 if we're all still alive. Let's not think about that. AC games do reinvent themselves, they just don't always do it in a good way. Valhalla. I liked Valhalla, but yes, you're right. Valhalla is one of those things where I know how much I loved it, but there's also that element of like, yeah, it was really kind of mundane is what I'm going to say. It was extremely mundane. Like, you know, like I'd rather go back and play Ghosts of Tsushima again rather than Valhalla. I still need to finish Valhalla. I don't know how it ends. And it's a shame because they put a lot of money and time and effort into making these big shiny storylines. And then again, they keep getting like, you know, they're like, oh, we're gonna make so much money from this. And then the general populace is kind of like, we kind of don't give a shit. No. Like, could you, I don't know, change it? Anyway, I've been yakking for long enough. I was gonna like, there's another part of me that really wants to go on a whole rant around like politics, but I'm not going to. We're going to resist the tiny gremlin in my brain. I only say that just because I was like watching the news earlier, so of course it's just like, we're not gonna worry about it. Hi, Lily. You want me to roll a die? What am I rolling? Just general die? Restrain check from politics. Wait, so am I rolling to hold my restraint or am I rolling to release myself from the restraint? Everything I hear about Valhalla gets increasingly off the wall. Like, okay, yes, Viking Adventures game, sure. Wait, you went to Asgard and beat up some gods? Why is this game of God of War now? Oh, and we're doing druids? What? That was centuries earlier. Yeah, it's a little weird. I didn't really play any of the DLC. I think I bought both of them and didn't quite get into it. I really love the god stuff. Like, I love it so much. Like, arguably, I think it's probably some of like the coolest shit, like being able to walk around Valhalla and like see what it looks like. But I also agree, like, why? They've been doing it for the last like 3 lots of games where they try to mesh in some of like the mythology in relation to like the whole storylines. Like Origins? Odyssey, you get halfway through and they're like, yes, Poseidon's trident or something, and you're like, I didn't think this was like mythology based. Like, what are you talking about? Spoilers. Okay, first. Yes. Okay, restraint. 18! I guess I'm restraining myself. We don't need to go into that. Well, there's the whole precursor thing. for Odyssey? Okay, but yeah, I liked Odyssey a lot. Even some of the mythology stuff, but oh my god, it just kept going wild. I think that's the thing, like when you think back to Assassin's Creed, I like to think of like, you know, old story timey stuff plus assassins, you know? And then as soon as you start adding like more gods and like shiny like magical elements, like the only magic I'm concerned with in the world is supposed to be those asbestos pieces. What are they called? The Eve, I'm gonna call them asbestos, okay? I can't remember what they are. The little triangle. Is it even a triangle? She's forgotten. There's like a thing in the world where typically the bad guys, like the Templars, are trying to get the asbestos. Which I don't advise. And it's like a race to try and like get it before they do because it has like the world altering effects or something. Pieces of Eden. Yes. Animus fragments. That's why I was thinking asbestos. Okay, that explains so much. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Like, it gets a little weird, but it's cool, right? You're like, what's this like magical thing in this whole world where magic doesn't exist, you know? But then as you say, like, there's this element of like, you can drink this weird liquid and enter the world of the gods, and you're like, I'm having a trip right now. Like, no, asbestos is bad for you. Exactly! Don't touch the asbestos, alright? Get it out of your houses, guys. Anyway. Concurrent with the first game where we know the precursor stuff is ancient and forgotten history. Yes. It does do that. Nosebag, not as bad for you as Abstergo. Oh, Abstergo! Okay, I wasn't far off with asbestos then. Which says something about Abstergo. I'll be honest, as cool as it was, I never really followed or cared too much about the current day plots in Assassin's Creed games. And that's the other thing, right? This is like the whole problem with like the movie, for example, right? They came up with a movie, this is all secondhand, I don't know what happened in the movie, okay, but from what I heard, they tried to, again, have them go into like the past, but there was still mostly like an overarching like storyline that was happening like in the real world versus them being in the, like the VR game. And it's like, no, this is not why we don't fucking care about the overarching world. Like, I want to just go murder shit. Like, I want to be a pirate. Put me back in my pirate suit, please. Anyway, games, guys. Still sitting here. I'm in my brain. I can't express to you how much my brain was like, I'm gonna get so much done today. I'm gonna focus on case 3. We're gonna start it. It's gonna be so interesting. And it's just, nope. What was this case? This thing was called AEST. What's with that? April 2nd. 10:05 a.m. Is this like just after March? I don't know. That was one of the arcs about D&D campaign. Nah. Now that you've stopped rambling, I now suddenly have to go. Ah! I love you, Lily. Have a good day. You're amazing. Okay. Be cool. Well, you're always cool. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is that just to kind of round out the conversation. That's the thing, she never stops rambling. That's true. Always cool. I'm hot. Hell yeah. Like, the metaplot works as the fabric that holds the series together, but I feel like, especially now that I'm literally an employee doing Animus research for a living, I kind of wish there was a shut up and let me move option that turned off the metaplot. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Because it's like every time it just takes you out of the action. I think that's the thing. Like, it's very much like, it's like you're engaged with you're hyperfixating on something, right? You're like, I'm hyperfixating and I'm having a great time. And then someone comes in and says, sorry, I have to pause your hyperfixation. We're going, you now need to look at this drink bottle. And you're just like, no, I don't want to look at the drink bottle. I'm hyperfixating right now. And you're like, no, you have to look at the drink bottle. And you're like, why? You know? Frog time? Heck yeah. Especially for replays. God, I never felt it more when I tried to like restart playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Oh my god. I was like, you know, you go through the whole beginning of the game and you're like, yeah, this is amazing, this is so cool. And then it like takes you out of it and I'm an Abstergo and I'm like, I forgot about this. And I'm like, fucking let me back in the game. I want to play fucking Edward. Anyway, praise Frog. Okay. You're right, Rabbit? Ribbit? Doing great, Frog. Yeah. Like, sure, first time, maybe metaplot is mildly interesting. But I remember Black Flag being pirate sim, not because video game studio employee sim. Yeah, exactly. Exactly! Exactly. I haven't played AC games since Odyssey. I feel like the current day plots just came in the worst time and just broke the pacing. Yeah. From what I remember anyway, last time I played was AC games, I was a dumb teenager. Well, if it makes you feel any better, only one game has existed since Odyssey, so you're fine. I still, to this day, have never finished a fucking, like, what's its name this, you know? And it's weird. I never get around to finishing Assassin's Creed, even though I will, like, I love the series and I love playing through it and everything. Do I ever actually manage to finish the game? The answer is no. I'll finish Valhalla, I keep telling myself, and haven't gotten around to it yet. Anyway, some of the Ezio games in AC3 actually had bits of gameplay that actually played like the anime segments. Those were fun. Yeah, but then it's really weird in Black Flag because it's like you go from third person to first person and you're like, I have arms? Like, what? When did I get these hands? Like, what? Huh? What the fuck's going on? No, no arms, just a floating tablet. Oh yeah, that's right, you're right. Okay. Anyway, to round out the conversation, I just kicked out of the Nan's funeral, didn't even get to finish. Okay. Just to round out the conversation. The point that I'm very poorly trying to make in relation to video games is that keeping a really delicate balance between future games, but they also have games that are kind of like familiar so that people want to like keep playing them. Arguably something really good about Final Fantasy, because every single time a new game comes out, it is every time you have a new Final Fantasy, the idea is that you basically change up the contents with they grab all the general concepts, they put it in a jar and they go shuk, 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 with a lot of other random ideas, and they go shuk, 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 and then they take it off and they're like, new idea, and they just keep doing that, and it's amazing and it works effectively. So every single time you make a new Final Fantasy, there's elements that are familiar and elements that are new, and that works really, really well. But also keeping that type of new content up and going, especially nowadays with the development of technology and games becoming quicker and slower to make at the same time, it is difficult keeping a good balance between having the newest Assassin's Creed game, for example, but then also probably trying to, I don't know, like possibly support more indie developers, or supporting you know, coming up with like smaller, newer concept ideas that can be engaged with. Nah. Speaking of finished Black Flag, it's wild how late Edward joins the Assassins. Yeah, so were you in that conversation the other day? We were talking about it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I think I was asking someone else about it, and they were like, yeah, it's not till, like, the final third of the game, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Joins, goes on the hunt for just the last couple of guys, and game done. All in one sequence. Oh, yeah. Anyway, the game. Fandom! Well, Fandom, are you finally going to tell me what we're doing here? Why have you brought me here to an art gallery of all places? Hey, you had nothing going on. Seemed like the perfect chance to come and enjoy the magic of star sign stuff together. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Chill, big guy, I'm just joking. You know about the AEST incident, yeah? The old man's last case? Of course. Von Karma took great pleasure in showing me the files as soon as I became a prosecutor. And I reviewed them again last night after your invite. See? I was also present at the trial all those years ago, although my memories of it are somewhat hazy. You know, I always assume that Edgeworth has, like, photographic memory. Obviously not. Dun, dun, dun. As a child, I was completely in awe of my father. The sight of him in court was inspirational. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, and opposite him, Von Kammer. The man who would become my mentor, Manfred von Kammer. It was quite a case. However, it ended with the conviction of the accused. Ah, so you were there too? You were in the courtroom for Gregory's final outing? Well, that makes explaining things easier. I want you to know something, see? That something being what really went down. Not the truth in those files, but the capital T truth. It was 18 years ago, smack dab in the middle of a real doozy of a winter. The buildings were covered in a blanket of snow. It looked like the trees were lined with popsicles. But things weren't so innocent. Behind those frozen doors, in fact, some pretty sordid stuff went down. What? Oh, he's a kid! Look at him! 18 years ago. I guess that is almost half his- well, not quite half his age. A third? He's 36, so he would have been 20. I can count, guys. He's 36. He said 18 years ago. Wait, that is literally half his age. Yeah, it's half his age. Wait. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Wait. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. I can count. Okay. Sorry. Me having a dumb blonde moment, don't mind me. So smart. Anyway. Water in here is nice and cold. Alright, now to the less cold water. Alright, this was back before yours truly was the fine line of your attorney. You see before you today. 18 years ago. Oxane. Yada. Something. What's a go in German? December 24th, 5 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Do I just do Miles Edgeworth for Gregory? This is pretty cool. Okay. Colorized. Hey, Mr. E, this one really came out of the blue, huh? I want to do like Miles Edgeworth, but like gruffer. I don't know if I could do that. It didn't. I can't do deeper than like. We were called in before the ink on the arrest papers were even dry. Like, I don't think that's right. It doesn't sound right in my brain. I guess I could speak at a similar cadence, but like a different act, like slightly, like. It did. We were called in before the ink on the arrest papers were even dry. That's really difficult. I have to like do the similar cadence of Miles Edgeworth, but in a different voice. Like, oof, okay. This is so weird. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. I'm here visiting a client with my assistant, Eddie Fender. God. He looks nothing like Miles. Maybe the eyes. Murder on Christmas Eve? What's the world coming to? Say hello to Miles' dad. Do Miles, but more of a smile. Oh, you want him to smile more? Oh no, it's the dude! In the dark of the night, at the end of the day, I saw two tiny saviors are coming my way! Is this? Oh no, this is this dude. Oh fuck. Okay, he was in the opening. Welcome, my friends, to the visitor's room! And if we're not friends yet, I'm sure we'll be soon. This guy's gonna be my favorite. Oh, talk about an entrance! I was not expecting that. Neither was I. Sorry if I surprised you, I'm just so happy to see you both. Thank you so much for coming out. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. Fuck, what was the voice I just gave him? Okay, just do Edgeworth. He's still Edgeworth after all. I know, but the voice doesn't sound right in my head. I can't do it. Okay, it doesn't fit what I'm looking at, okay? I'm crazy. You're the accused, I take it? I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I am Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, at your service. Whatever the fuck I'm doing. Listen, I don't have many male voices. I look forward to representing you. We love our man. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender. Pleased to meet you, sir. I'll do, everything I can to help. Come now, Edward. Oh god, he called him Edward, but he's called Eddie. Calm down, please. You'll have to forgive him. He's still new to this. He's been helping me out part-time, but he's far from fully fledged lawyer material yet. Nonetheless, I'm hoping he'll be of some assistance in investigating the particulars of this case. Gregory and Eddie, it's an honor to meet you both. My job as a defense attorney. It's just my basic bitch guy voice. I can do better than this. Is the security camera just slightly bigger? Now I have to pay attention. Wait a second. My job as a defense attorney is to save my clients from wrongful convictions. So the first thing to do is establish whether or not he is truly innocent. I don't know about that. Perhaps you could begin by having you tell us a little about yourself. What am I thinking? I haven't even told you my name. I'm Samson Tangaroa. What? Is it really you? Samson Tangaroa, the world's greatest confectioner? You flatter me, young friend. And call me Samson. All my pals do. Wow. Thanks, Samson. I will. Wrong voice. Wow, thanks, Samson. Sorry, he's gone from, like, I just want to say, like, Fender has gone from, in my head, to, like, wow, like, what are you talking about, man? Just chillax. To being, like, a young-eyed, like, bright-eyed startup, and it's the complete opposite. So now my brain's like, do I do a different voice for him, too? Like, I was trying to do, like, a similar sort of cadence, but try and, like, not make it sound as raspy, but I keep getting distracted by just how he looks compared to, like, you know, because he kind of sounds sarcastic, like, wow, thanks, Samson, I will. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person. But instead, like, it should be, wow, thank you, Samson, I will. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person. Maybe I'll keep the rasp, but sound more enthusiastic. Maybe that's what I'll do. Okay. Sorry guys, this is gonna take some reorientating in my brain. It seems Eric knows something of our client. Mr. E, it's the Samson Tangaroa, the singing, dancing, confectionery making sensation. This is really bad for my voice, can you tell? What shall we make today? What shall we make today, kids? Macarons, waffles and cream, chiffon cakes that are as light as a dream. Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All the sweetness waiting for you. Look there, what there? Over there. The oven's got something special to share. Bing! Now let's see what we've got for you. Yeah! God! Yeah! Okay. Whew. Okay, I need to breathe. Okay. Oh, that god right there. He's my champion. Okay. Culpitated in his hands. So good. Okay. Can't get it. Well, can't get him convicted. They'll shave his head. That's a very good point. Devastating. Can't have that. Okay. I almost started dancing along. I like how he thinks like Edgeworth does. No way, I gotta sing with Samson Tangaroa. This is a dream come true. Thanks, little pal. Means a lot to hear you say that. My apologies, but I think we need to discuss the matter at hand. Of course. I'm here. Fuck. Of course, I'm sure you're both very busy. All right, where would you like me to start? Did you murder anybody? This is still gonna need some shifting. So you're not just a confectioner, but also a singer and a dancer? I sure am. When I'm having fun, my body just starts moving. You must really... I don't know if My brain doesn't like it. My brain doesn't like it. I'm doing two similar voices back to back. I don't like it. So wow, where's the Old Testament reference joke come from, lol? Wait, what? What you mean, like Samson? You mean the name? Or was there some other reference in here? They didn't show him tearing down a temple. Wait, was that Samson? Yeah, it was Samson. Tearing down a temples, let's go. My joke about the haircut. Can't get convicted, they'll shave. Oh. Okay, I didn't pick him up. I thought you would just think about how cool this guy's hair was. Good one, okay. Good one, okay. I'm still trying to figure out, like... I'm Miles Edgeworth. You must really enjoy... I can't do it. I can't do it! I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep going. Just don't question it. It'll be fine, right, guys? I'm rarely the person to make religion references. I just wait around for when it happens, like once in a blue moon. I'm zoning out. Give me a second. Okay. I still want to do the voice. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about Miles Edgeworth. Like, you must really enjoy making desserts. Like, how do I do that, but different? Like, the whole point is like, I don't know, there's like a certain movement in my mouth that like makes that voice, right? It doesn't let me say it in a different way though. Like, that's a hard thing to calibrate. Whatever. I'll just, you know what? We're just gonna do like basic, really basic voice, and I'll try and do nuances where I can. You must really enjoy baking desserts. Aha! I wouldn't be much of a confectioner if I didn't. I live to make sweets that will bring joy to others. So I would never commit murder. Hey, they're not just things, they're works of art. Sparkling, dazzling, mouth-watering creations, the stuff that dreams are made of. So he aims to create joyous and inspirational pieces, does he? I understand the incident in question happened at your mansion. It did. We were holding an international confectionery contest there when a body was found inside one of my creations. What the fuck? No! That's fucked up! No! Please don't. No! Oh, okay, it wasn't in the food. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god! What the fuck? That's so fucked up! Why does this guy look like he's dressed? Wait, it might be a woman, but like from just the behind, it kind of looks like the guy from Scooby-Doo, right? With the... Anyway. Inside one of your... No way! The detective in charge placed me under arrest because of it, and now I'm here. It wasn't Gumshoe, was it? But I could never take a life, never. I'm sure the police will see that, too, in time. They'll realize their mistake. I sure hope so. And what can you tell us about the victim? His name is Artie Frost. Wrong voice. He was taking part in the contest. I have to like move my hand in a certain way. Can you? I don't know if you can tell. I hope you guys can't see my hand like just like every time I have to talk as a certain person, I'm doing like a gesture. I'm like nervous twitching over here, like I'm going crazy. Murder in general, fine. Getting blood on the chocolate, wings loses it. No, it's like really gross though, you know what I mean? Like, what if someone ate some of the, like, it would be contaminated. It's so gross, okay? It's so gross. Like, listen, normal blood, like, you could clean it up. It's, like, non-contaminated. But if you have food, like, there's just, nah. There's a line, okay? And you don't cross it. Okay, I'm just gonna continue nervously twitching over here. Mr. Frost was a wonderful confectioner. His creations were things of real beauty. I just don't understand. Why did he have to die? I'm sorry. He seems generally upset over the victim's death. I think I have a pretty good measure of the man now. Mr. Tangaroa, there's just one last thing I need to confirm with you. You didn't kill Mr. Frost, correct? Correct. Correct. I swear to you, I didn't do it. Can you tell that I've gone soft-spoken to not soft-spoken? Marks territory in-house by covering old chocolate in blood. No! Con! It's fucked up. What the fuck, man? Like I told you, I could never take a life. Never. He seems quite sincere. Alright, I'm going to take you at your word. Thank you for being so forthright with me. Likewise, it's good to talk to someone other than those detectives. We'll head to the scene of the crime and see what we can learn. We'll be in touch when we have something more to tell you. I love it, it has the code. Goodbye, Gregory. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm counting on you both. Bye-bye. 24th, 6 p.m. Contest venue. Fountain room. Oh, there's the lady. Why wasn't she arrested? It's pretty cold out here, huh, E? Mr. E? I never saw so much snow. Him, Fender calling him Mr. E is the cutest. Yes, it does seem like it will be letting up, and it doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. Just look at this place. What a sweet house Samson's got. It's huge. Yes, big enough to hold an international confectionery contest, no less. Welcome, welcome everyone. Come on in. We'll have us some fun. This is her. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't do that right. Oh no. Are you alright? I'm sorry. Would you happen to be Mr. Gregory Edgeworth by any chance? I would. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Eddie Fender, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, welcome to our humble abode. Are you married? Judy bound. Like duty bound. Alright. It's an honor to meet you both. I'm the housekeeper here, and Mr. Kent Tangaroa's assistant. Oh, okay. Weren't you on the news TV, or was I seeing things before? You're no housekeeper. You're duty bound. The duty bound. You know a little something of my work. A little. I watch you on TV every chance I get. I'm Bacon Bob's biggest fan. It's very nice of you to say so. We'll be nothing without our fans. And what might Bake and Bop be? Okay, she was there. Damn. Can I just say, for her to hold up a cake and him to hold up a whisk as while holding a lady, like, insane. It's only the biggest show on TV. Every kid on the planet loves it. The dynamic duo of Samson and Judy make delicious sweet stuff all while singing and dancing. Like this, check it out. Oh no. What shall we make, kids? Cookie and dough, caramel too, fluffy choco cream, tiramisu. Everyone, come along. Bacon treats with a smile and a song. What? Where? There it is, it's true. The oven's got something special for you. Ping! Just take a bite and you will see. Amazing. Aced it. This case. It's insane. I'm doing my best, guys. Okay. I'm doing my best. If it was later at night, I wouldn't be able to sing, but we're fine. Because I can't sing without being loud. That was a wonderful performance, Mr. Fender. Bravo. I dance along every time I watch the show. Perhaps Miles might enjoy it too. I'll suggest it later. Okay, I'm fine. The idea of baby Edgeworth walking around, like, I'm gonna be fine. Like, and the fact we're like, can we just obsess over the fact that, you know, when Ace Attorney starts, right? Like, you get to like the case where you find out about his dad and everything, and it's tragic and it's really sad, and Miles has probably like so much like concern about whether he does his dad proud or not because he went the prosecutor route rather than, you know, being with his dad and the guilt of like thinking that he killed him after all those years. And then you have like this, and it's like he's just like, he just thinks about him. And it's so cute, you know, like Gregory's just a good dad who's like wants to come home at the end of the day and look after his kid, and it's just it's just, this is the epitome of cute, like, dad, like, typical dad mentality, you know, where it's like, I may not outwardly show my, like, my enthusiastic affection for you, but I do, like, often think of you when I think of something, you know, like, hey, that reminds me of this, hey, that reminds me of your favorite food, hey, that reminds me I should grab you a treat on the way home, you know, like, okay, my heart is too good for this world. I know! Von Karma sucks for taking him away from us. Okay. Alright. I'm fine. Rant over. But all this dancing really takes it out of a guy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the world's worst hostess. Here, nothing relaxes the body and mind quite like a cup of tea. Out of a star cup? I don't like that. Clink, clink, clatter, clatter. Sip, sip. Ah, this is Ceylon, correct? It's delicious. Its citrus aroma is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, as I recall. Interesting. So this is what Ceylon tea tastes like, huh? How odd. The sauce is cold. Yes, so the tea cools down more quickly, I'm afraid. Some of our guests don't like it too hot. I see. These teacups are very unique too. The design is really something. You think? Thank you so much. I ordered them all the way from France. They're my absolute favorite. They were designed by a marvelous sculptor named Paul Halleck. Have you heard of him? Why do I feel like this is going to be relevant? Why would you why would you name drop something like this? Without it being like a reference to something, or maybe. He makes the most amazing tableware in the world. You're clearly a big fan of his work. Oh, I am. These teacups are my greatest treasure. She's certainly not afraid to certainly not afraid to show when she's passionate about something. If you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to move on to the reason we're here. Can you tell us everything you know about the unfortunate incident that occurred earlier? Of course. I'm sorry for getting so distracted. I guess I'm still in shock. Because I'm the one who found the body, you see. You discovered the victim? Is it true the body was recovered from inside one of Mr. Tangaro's creations? It is. We're in the middle of a contest final judgment phase when I heard the sound of something big collapsing coming from Sanson's room. Samson, are you in here? I opened the door and went inside, and there was Mr. Frost's body. Thank you. I'm sorry to make you relive such a traumatic experience. Think nothing of it, please. Only wish I had more to tell you. Now, if you'll excuse me, Miss Bound, I'd like to begin our investigation of the crime scene. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you have to save Samson. He's no murderer. He could never do something like that. Of course. Leave it to us, Miss Bound. Thank you so much. I'll go serve the others their tea, then. Come, Eddie, to the side of the scene of the crime. Yes, sir, Mr. E. Oh, I'm dying here. Paul Halleck, I think. Why? What's that mean? Ooh, apparently the main game takes place in 2019, and this is 2000. This makes some of the tech, like the security cameras, far more reasonable. Ah, so you're saying it's bigger because the technology is older, and we know that guy! Look at that guy. He's a young sproutling. Look at him. Forgotten what his voice is. Didn't I do a stupid voice for him? I did do a stupid voice for him. Oh no! Okay, well, we'll get to that. Yes, there's some really retro tech later on that is really appreciated. Okay. Question for you out of the blue. Have you played anything that has similar vibes to Stardew Valley? Bitch, are you kidding me? Let me pour out my thing. Okay, point one, Coral Island. Just play Coral Island, okay? I love Coral Island so much, okay? It's a little different, but I really like the slightly different shift in focus. Sorry, this is gonna be a whole conversation now. You asked, you get a response, okay? Coral Island is really cool because it takes a slightly different shift towards actually thinking about like environmentally like helpful stuff. So for example, so you're on an island that has recently suffered an oil spill. So it used to be like, you know, like a high-end like visiting location, and people would like get tons of money in the place, right? Sorry, words. In the island is a good vacation spot, and then the oil spill happened, and obviously it reset their like town and stuff to like 0 and stuff. But then, like, your character turns up and you have a chance to, like, go underwater and, like, clean everything and stuff. Anyway, it's only in early access, but it has so much content, and there's still more that needs to come out, and I'm really excited about it. Yeah, the recent stuff that I did in the last time I played it was, like, amazing, but again, there's still, like, so much more that needs to, like, come out in relation to it as well. It's really good. You still have dating. You can still make your own, like, houses. You have the typical, like, area of, like, field where you need to, like, make stuff. It's really good. I thought it was, like, 2003 or 5, so in the main timeline, so 18 years ago would be, like, late 80s, which is a very big difference. Coral Island appears to be out of early access. Is it? Is it really? I don't remember that. There was a quality of life update. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, it is out of early access. Shit, you're right. Okay, it had the first year, I think, was in early access. The first year was in early access, and then it came out. Sorry, it's been longer than I thought it had been. Yeah, it came out early access in like, what year are we into? 2023 in September. And then a year later it came out of early access, and then there's still like updates that are happening. Yeah, so there's still like tons of updates. I'm pretty sure that are like broadening the game more and more. As I said, like, and yeah, it's good. That's my point. It's good. Okay. The other game I was gonna suggest to you is another game that I've just started playing. But I bought it because I saw so much content in relation to it, and I was like, what is this? I want to know about it, but it looks really cute. Okay. So Fields of Mistria. Okay, so it's Mistria. Okay, Fields of Mistria. And okay, so it's basically all pixel art, and it might not look as like cool as Coral Island, arguably, but so far it's like really cute. Okay, so for example, you can like breed your like chickens and your cows together to get like golden or like pink cows and golden chickens and stuff like that, which I still totally need to do in the game. It's early access, but there's like tons of different stuff that it's one of those things where even though I've only played like 17 hours or something of it, you can see how much content, how much potential it has for like growing more and more as a piece of IP and stuff like that. Again, I really love the characters in it. Like, I think one of like a problem I sometimes feel like, actually, I shouldn't say this. How am I thinking? It feels more like a community is what I'm going to say. Because it feels like if you think Stardew Valley is more like a country town and there's like barely anyone, right? Like literally barely anyone. Like there's like, what, like barely, there's not even like 30 people in the town, right? Fields of Mistria, even though there is only like maybe like 30 different people, there's probably more. I think there's more people than that. It actually feels like there's like a lot of different types of like dynamics and stuff, you know, like you have like a group of kids who are all like really cute and like hang out together versus like their parents who are like busy working or something like that. I don't know, like I feel like the dynamic of the way that it feels like the community is built up and the interactions that a lot of characters have are really amazing. So a lot of the time, if like you have characters standing side by side each other, they're actually engaging in a conversation and you can click up and listen to that conversation. So there's like tons of dialogue in it, like way more than I feel like I've seen in like Stardew Valley almost, you know, just simply because there's so much diversity between having different characters talking with each other all the time, and depends on the weather and all this other stuff. Like I haven't seen a double up in conversation yet in the game, which makes me want to keep playing it. And I'm, again, like 17 hours into the game. Reminds Han about Amber Isle. How do you know about that? How do you, Con, why did you, who are you? What? Where? How? What? What? Why are you talking about Amber Isle? What? I have my sources. What the fuck, man? I literally liked... I didn't know anything about... Sorry, to understand, okay, I didn't know anything about Amber Isle until today, where I found an ad on it on Twitter, liked it, and then proceeded to follow it on fucking... on Steam. Like, today. Like, literally, like 4 hours ago. What the fuck? What are you doing, Con? What? Dara's talking. Now I'm like really like what am I supposed to think now? Like what the fuck? Anyway, there's Amber Isle. I'm not talking about that. Okay, Rashkavar. Come close. Okay, come close. There's another game that came out, which is a little different. Not as much good on like... Okay, well, okay, I'll explain. So there's Moonstone Island, which I didn't play as much of. Actually, no, it says I have 33 hours in the game somehow. How did I do that? When did I do that? Okay, well, let's not question that. Moonstone Island, I like the general concept of it. But in kind of contrast to why I like Fields of Mystria and Coral Island, like those two games do really well at like building up, like you have like different people who have different roles in the environment and how you interact with them and stuff like that, right? Versus Moonstone Island, where you have where there's only like the only people that are in town are the romanceables. So there's basically you and all of the romanceables, and that's it, and it's very weird. But it's basically like a little Pokemon game, effectively. Like there's tons of like little different characters, and you like capture them and then you put them in your stall, and it's like really cute. And if you can actually like, there's actually like shiny iterations of them too, where you can go in and like you train up your Pokemon. I'm just gonna keep calling Pokemon. Yeah, there's like little, yeah. What are they called? I'm trying to remember. They're probably just called monsters or something, but yeah. And you train them up, and then you can like fight more and then train up and catch new Pokemon. So there's that kind of like element to it that's actually like really fun and kind of cool. Okay. Another game. I promise I'm not crazy. Searched Amber Isle. The last hit is, for some reason, the D&D Classic bundle, which costs... Holy crap. Apparently it's a Fantasy Ground thing. No idea what that's about. Who says I didn't see the exact same ad? You know, that's a very good point. Who knows what's going on out over there? Okay. What was the other thing I was going to mention? Another game I've played, but I haven't played in a very long time, because it's a little arduous, is what I will say, is My Time at a Porsche. There's also My Time at Sandrock, but there's also a new game coming out called My Time at Evershine. So maybe wait until My Time at Evershine comes out if you just want like the newest stuff, but that's not going to be like till like 2027, 2028. That was a Kickstarter project that I have bought into, okay? But it's good. That's the point. And I also want to mention this game. This game's not out yet, but I'm really excited about it. There's a game coming out called Solar Punk, and it's literally a, like, from what I've seen, it should be like a Stardew-esque kind of game, but it's first person. But obviously, like, it's all about using, like, solar panels and, like, renewable energy kind of idea, and it looks very much like steampunk, but, like, ran on, like, solar related things. So it looks really good. It's not out yet. I don't know if it is. It says 2025. I don't know if it has a due date for when it's coming out, but looks good. Oh yeah, so My Time at Evershine does have a Steam page, so you can look at that. Is there any other stupid stuff that I have on here? Okay. Congratulations, you were able to successfully derail me for another 20 minutes, okay? I hope you're proud. What have I done? I opened up Steam Big Picture Mode. Please, no one talk to me. Every time this happens, I just want to cry. I just want to kill it. Why does Steam Big Picture Mode even exist, okay? That's my question. It makes me so mad. I don't like it. Go back. Let me back. Die. Exit Big Picture Mode. Oh my god. Solarpunk is an entire genre. Yeah, they just got the name, lol. Don't have much interest in the My Time at games. They don't quite seem like they're hitting what I'm looking for. And that is totally fair. I played the first game, and then I kind of, like, I played a good amount of it, right? But then I remember just hitting this point where I was like, hang on, it's kind of crazy that I have to, like, it literally takes me days just to make the iron in order to fulfill, like, what I need to do in order to build something before its end due date. You know what I mean? Like, when in a lot of other games, it might be like 10 minutes and you're done, and then you keep going. You know what I mean? While in the other game, in a Porsche at least, it like made it that, you know, it would take 3 hours in game time. And you're like, okay, technically that's like similar to like, I don't know, it just didn't seem as smooth. But in saying that, but that's where I feel like, again, Fields of Mystria does really well, because you have like different, like, you're basically trying to like level up different aspects, and every time you like smithing a bar, it's like quick, and succinct. It's like you used up 10 minutes and you like level up your like smithing every time you like smith something, or every time you do fishing or something like that. Like there's different areas and skills that you're trying to build up. And then you can like unlock stuff and it like lets you do more. Words. All right, we're going back to the game. I'm going insane. I'm sorry, my brain like went a little... There's a lot of good games out there, is the point. But hey, I freaked the heck out of Hannah, so my work here is done. So Hannah, how about the One Piece Lego? There better fucking be a One Piece Lego game, okay? I was talking about it with Adara earlier, and I was like, it has the potential to be one of the most awesomest games, like, ever in existence. It would be a very long game, don't get me wrong, but it would be amazing and beautiful, and I really kind of want it, but I know it probably won't happen, but I am really excited about the Lego, One Piece. As long as there's, like, a ship, I'll be happy. That's my policy. No problem. Okay. No way, everything in this room's made of chocolate. I can't believe I'm getting to see so many of Samson's creations. This up close and personal. Oh, it is old chocolate. I'm literally gonna fucking cry, man. Voyage of the Red Rover? Might be more excited myself if the room wasn't a murder scene. Oh, just hearing you say that sends a shiver down my spine. That might just be the temperature in here. It's rather cold. Yeah, now that you mention it, it's pretty chill.
Defense on the scene already. That was fast.
Yes, that's the voice we gave him. No questions, please. I really hope they make Marineford set. Yeah, you fucking would. Yeah, you fucking would. Dude, I hope so. Did you see the photo? Oh my god, I'm gonna send you something. You can at least appreciate this. Okay. Wait, did I save a photo on my phone? I'm trying to remember.
Did I save it on my phone? She has a chronic problem, but she didn't save this thing on her phone.
Okay, wait. Fuck. Sorry, I keep looking for a blue icon and it's still fucking X. Fuck you, Elon Musk. What the fuck? Miraculous, what are you doing, girl? She's gotten 4 shinies in the last 2 hours. I don't even know if she's streaming. She's going crazy. She might be going crazy. Okay. Give me a second, Calm. I'll send it. I'll put it in the Discord. Here. What was the casting director thinking? Wait, what? You mean me? How could you say such mean things about Internet Daddy? He's not Internet Daddy. He's the Internet cuck. I'm just gonna post it in general, man. Okay, look at this. Look at that picture. Okay, they basically made the entirety of the Marineford site out of Lego. It's insane. Miraculous? What? What are you talking about? Oh, the Twitch streamer? Yeah. She's really cool. She's getting tons of shinies right now. Yes. A pleasure to meet you. Gregory Edgeworth. I'm representing Mr. Tangaroa. This is my assistant, Eddie Feder. Nice to meet you.
Bad. Detective Tyro Bad.
Detective in charge is named Bad. A man of few words. Something about this just doesn't taste right. Why did you eat that? Fender, are you insane?
You're eating your note paper.
He likes to chew over his thoughts. Rather literally, I'm afraid. It helps him to digest and remember them. I love it. It's a little quirk of his. Please try to ignore it. Although, I'd be the first to admit that's easier said than done. With introductions out of the way, Detective Bad, would you mind if we joined you in the investigating the scene?
Sorry, not gonna happen.
What? How come? Mr. Edgeworth is Mr. Tangaroa's attorney.
Yeah, and attorneys would do anything to get him off the hook, even put words in their clients' mouths. You think I need that? on my crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth would never do something like that. I don't trust attorneys, okay, kid?
Detective, you established my client's supposed guilt based on the investigation of the crime scene, correct?
That's usually how it works, yeah. What of it?
Then extend me the same courtesy. I believe he is innocent, and I would like the chance to prove it.
You believe he's innocent? You didn't even see the scene yet. That's some flimsy lawyering.
Is Detective Bad a bad detective? No. Now do a scale water 7. Oh my god, can you imagine? Hell yeah. Sorry, Rash Kavar, did you see any of me playing the first game? He's not... I wouldn't say he's a bad detective. He's a good detective. He's just, he's like the big bad wolf. Yes, let's go with that. When you say bad, Detective Bad, it's big bad wolf type of bad. He's not a bad detective. We're doing okay. That's exactly why I wish to see the scene for myself. I need to ensure that my relief is based on solid evidence and sound reasoning.
You better tell me you're not leaving until I let you look over the scene.
I am.
Tisk. Fine. Knock yourselves out.
Thank you, Detective.
Lollipop.
I gotta do it again, guys, sorry.
But I'm coming with you around with you. Like I said, I don't trust attorneys. If you're good with that, go ahead and get to it.
That was lollipop this whole time. I must admit I didn't see that one coming. Not a lollipop? Lol. Nah. Bad is greater than Lang. What? I mean, he's pretty cool, but I mean, like, Lang. Listen. We'd better get started then. I'll need you to take notes, Eddie. On it, Mr. E.
Let's get this over with.
Investigation begins. Can I just say, when we play this game, usually there's like think about Ace Attorney, right? Ace Attorney, usually I give Phoenix just my normal voice, maybe with maybe a little like deeper. And then I have like Maya, right? And I just do my voice, okay? And then I have Miles Edgeworth, and I love doing Miles' voice. It's not painful on my throat at all, okay? And then I have Kay. Works amazing, right? And then even we had like Judge Gavelle, that was good. Like plenty of female characters in the last one, okay? And now we've gotten to this. And it's like all 3 guy voices, except for obviously the stupid squeaky voice that I do for Bad. And it's just all bad. This is gonna go great. Fender's voice is gonna kill me. Hi Ultram, how you doing? It's always weird seeing, sorry, I'm looking at my shirt in my camera, and I always forget that it looks really like weird, because it's like, all the pixels can't pick up on this cool shirt style. Okay. Alright, where's my hand? There we are. Where do I want to investigate first? This is a fine selection of nautical paraphernalia.
You think one of them could be the murder weapon?
No, they're all made out of chocolate. You'll have a hard time budgeting someone to death with one of them. I don't know, chocolate's pretty hard, guys. Like, look at this. Do you think I could kill someone with this? You know, like, this is all chocolate, but I reckon... No. I pulled it out, guys. No, my chocolate. Guys, mayday, mayday. The chocolate has fallen. Mayday. Shit. Hold up. I gotta save the chocolate, guys. Just don't worry about it, okay? Just give me a second. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay. Why do you have so much chocolate? There's an explanation, I swear. Okay, I'm not crazy. Most of the time. It tastes so good. Did I miss any? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, let me explain. Okay, Paige, hear me out, okay? There's a chocolate factory down in Torquay. If you live in Australia, you know. If you don't know, go there, okay? If you live in Australia, go there, okay? It's a chocolate factory. Tasty floor chocolate, Wings of Excellion 2025. I did not say that, okay? Ugh. Hope I didn't drop anything else. Well, I'm just gonna eat the rest of this chocolate that's on my... Luckily most of it fell on the bench now, but I'm gonna eat it. You did now. No, I didn't. There's this thing called plausible deniability. Okay. Let me explain. So there's this chocolate place, okay? It's like a hair. I got some of the...
You want that bag of chocolate?
Nothing.
Okay.
I wouldn't bludgeon someone to death with this chocolate. We were talking about whether it was possible to bludgeon someone to death with chocolate. And my argument is yes. Because you know how some chocolate is so hard you don't know how to bite into it? Like, you might need to freeze it, but I reckon you totally could.
I'd say no, because the friction would heat it up and it would gradually start to melt before the person is beaten to death.
No! What? How much friction through the air are you going through?
But no, so when it makes contact with the skin, there's this little heat coming off the body.
She might be onto something, guys. You literally just said it when you read Con's message. I don't know what you were talking about. That sounds like she knows from experience.
No, I do not know from experience.
Yeah, of course not. She just likes to think about chocolate a lot, that's all.
Yeah, and how it melts. Because I like melted chocolate more than I do like regular chocolate. But I wouldn't try to kill a man just to melt chocolate. So.
Yeah, it's not
Or a
worth
woman.
it, guys. Yeah.
Or anybody, really. So.
Guys, it's about putting it in the microwave.
A microwave is a lot cheaper, and doesn't risk me going to prison.
Yes, just use microwaves, guys. Don't use people. Ida, you look sleepy.
I'm in pain.
Which is normal.
Pain. Yeah.
Normal nowadays.
Yeah, very normal.
For those who don't know, Adara has recently found out that not only did 2 weeks ago she had 3 dislocated ribs, she also had a dislocated thigh somehow. Hip. Thank you.
Yeah.
So she's doing great.
And I've just been walking around with it.
Yeah, for 3 months.
I didn't know.
Dislocated hip. So she's like dealing with the aftermath of that realization.
Yeah.
And now,
Emotionally and physically.
yeah. But she gets to rest tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not
maybe.
dragging you out somewhere. Are you going, or unless you're catching up with Ari?
I'm waiting to hear back from her, but I told her she has to come to me.
You're like, my leg.
I was like, hey, you want to catch up tomorrow? But you'll have to come to me, because, yeah, I've really fucked up my leg.
She's gonna think you've broken your leg
I
now.
haven't, like, heard from her though, so I'm waiting for another response.
Did you call Dad then?
Yes, they're coming on Monday.
Excellent. As predicted. Yeah, dislocate hip gang. Oh no, Con, not you too. Con, please. Don't do that to yourself. Have you heard of Wild Mender? No, but is it a skill I can learn to fix Adara? Is that what it is? Anyway. Are you going to bed? Don't. You have your own chocolate.
You just leave them there like seeds.
Yeah, I'm about to eat them. But you're here, so I'm giving you my attention rather than eating the chocolate.
Why? I'm eating the chocolate and giving you my attention. Can you not multitask, woman?
I'm doing plenty of multitasking. Like now protecting my chocolates. No, I did as a child. Right. Sharing is caring. No. Not in this case. Sounds like a druid subclass. Exactly! That's what I was saying!
What does?
The wild mender.
Okay.
So, Hug?
Yeah.
Are you going to bed?
I don't know yet. I might wander around the house a little more because I still have like 500 steps to get. 300! I'm down to 300.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Have a good night's sleep. Or have a good walk.
Try. Night, everyone.
Mwah. Mwah. Okay. Literally did it in my sleep. That is devastating. That is terrifying. Game about growing plants in a desert. That makes a lot of sense. Let me have a look. I don't know. Sometimes I'm really picky. I'm just gonna say this. Sometimes I'm weirdly picky when it comes to like Stardew Valley-esque games. Like I love Stardew Valley and stuff like that. But then whenever I see some games, like there's so many, it's one of those things where there's so many games with very similar concepts that I'm kind of like either yes, like either I'm an extreme yes or I'm like a no, you know, or I know I won't get around to it. Like, so I saw Rune Factory 5 when it came out and I was like, oh my god, I really need like a new, you know, I need like a new game like that to come out. Does look pretty cool though. Yes, Rune Factory 5. But then I think I ended up thinking, oh, but Coral Island is coming out later that year, so I'd rather play that. Anyways, but I looked at like the graphics and stuff and I was kind of like, no, I'm not feeling this. But now there's Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma that's coming out and it looks kind of pog and I'm like, well, I want this one. Anyway, there's a bunch of games you can take the core concept of, I'm a person who grows things. Yes. I do, that's why, but I also try to like keep an eye out for like games that have like, you know, like, hey, I just grow things. Sorry, like Stardew Valley, but like completely different like main focus. You know what I mean? And that's where like, fuck, what was the name of the game? I didn't end up buying it, so I can't remember what it was. There was a few different games. The one that had was like back in like prehistoric time, slightly different focus. You know, like it's interesting seeing games that have slightly different draws. I saw someone who charted a bunch of them based on a triangle chart. Stardew Valley, Rune Factory were 2 of the corners. I think Portia was the 3rd. Interesting. Just like the entirety of all of it. Triforce. Okay, back to the chocolate. Sorry, I need to finish. Okay. Sorry, I need to explain this to Paige. I think it was Paige. Yes. So, once a year-ish. I could probably go more than once a year, but mostly, for the most part, I go to the chocolate factory once a year. So I buy like a giant tub of these tiny little like buds that I can eat a little at a time. And this is my chocolate supplies for the rest of the year. Okay. Well, I like one time had it last a whole year, and then I had last year where I actually made it last like, I think I got to October, like 10 months. And then I stopped eating it. So this chocolate needs to last the rest of the year-ish, okay? So it's a year's worth. Yes. You don't need to stress. It's my comprehensive way of having tasty chocolates. And again, like, I just, like, they're really tasty, but, like, just having, like, a few at a time, like, having a small handful, like, feels satiating to me. I admire the rationing. Thank you. I do my best. There's also a tub of sour worms in here. Now, if you don't know the truth about sour worms, okay, you always have to eat them, like there's the 3 different colors, right? You gotta eat them only 3 at a time with those 3 colors. That's my policy. Oh yeah, they're just eaten. So I've got a tub of these and I'll only eat 3 at a time. And then I'm like, good, you know? Like I eat 3 and then I put it down and I'm like, cool. I've also got Oreos in here. I've got a whole bag. The Oreos, I think, are kind of old now. I need to eat those. I've got raspberry licorice. I've got Kit Kats. I've got sugar fruit salad sweets. I've got a few different things at the moment. So I'm stacked for the winter. But it's also been really hot recently, so I haven't really been eating the chocolate because I'm worried about it melting. Oh, my back. Okay. I baked a whole loaf of brioche last night. I've already eaten half of it. Nice. She's insane, guys. Yeah, I am, Con. That's why you're still my friend. Yeah. My ability to pace food intake is extremely limited to savory stuff, and often the better tasting, the more I pace myself. No comment. Valid. So it's really, I don't often crave like salty food, but if I have a day where I'm craving salty food, I'll whack the bag out and I'll eat it all in one go. But I'm more sweets. I love sweets, but my teeth stop me. Because my teeth are kind of sensitive in certain parts, so usually having like, and that's another reason why I really like these. These are like they can literally just melt on my tongue for the most part. They don't really hurt my teeth. And I can just have a little bit. Have a little bit of a treat. Okay, back to the game. Does anyone remember the game? Guys, we're so good at concentrating. Also, can I just say, I haven't seen Aylin this entire time. She must be busy. Hi, Techie! There's a game. I know, right? What's a game? True testament to Mr. Tangro's skill. Okay. What are you investigating, officer? Sir, I was just taking the temperature of the water here.
What have you learned?
Oh, it's warm, sir. The stream in each room flows into the main fountain, and then the water is circulated back to the rooms. Unusual, to say the least. I've never seen a house quite like this one.
Rich folks, they're all crazy.
That is so true.
How's it looking over here, officer? Nothing out of interest in that cupboard, or?
Yes, sir.
So there is.
Oh, no, there isn't. Just a blowtorch used for cooking and some tableware, sir.
You heard the man, Mr. Attorney. Nothing to add, am I right?
No.
So, you have something to add?
No.
Ugh. Can't get it straight out of anybody.
Perhaps you should ask a straight question. Sorry, too gay for that. What? Hey, there's the rest of the stuff in here. I have a hunch. No, that's ridiculous. Right? Sweets I'll just demolish. I had an entire box of macaroni and cheese yesterday and could have eaten a bunch more, but I can have a small steak and be satisfied. That's fair. It's been a while. I've been so busy. Has it really been that long? It's crazy. Sorry, I was just like editing a video from I was editing a video which is based on the end of November where I'm like, Techie, I just didn't spend 2 hours in character creation. So in my brain, you've been here the entire time, if that makes you feel any better, because I've been rewatching that video over and over as I edit it. So I've watched that one clip like 15 times, so. But I hope work and life hasn't been too crazy for you, okay? I hope it's been an acceptable amount of busy. I've been kind of busy, it's been tiring, but it's not terrible, so. Like, I get money, but I'm tired, you know? Like, it's one of those things where it's like I have less time to do things. I always want to do everything. Anyway. There's some very tasteful tableware here, along with some kitchen utensils. This tea set is the same design as the one Ms. Bound served us with earlier.
You think Samson could have been drinking tea out of that?
The pot and cup were just for prints. His were the only ones they found.
That was the case for the utensils, too.
Everything else has been washed, so there weren't any prints to find.
If Mr. Tanqueray was wearing gloves while he was working on his confectionaries, that could explain why prints were only found on the teapot and cup.
Huh. Wait, that's a... Huh? Okay. How long is this case? I know there's like multiple parts of this case. Check the fridge.
Well-equipped kitchen, as one might expect. Sadly, it doesn't look like there's much to be found in the way of clues.
Nothing of interest in the fridge either. We checked.
There. I'm gonna investigate this and then talk to the guy.
It's chocolate.
So this is where the body was discovered.
Yeah. They took it away already. Everything else is just how we found it.
So what's the little thing?
Because the body was inside the treasure chest.
Yeah. A woman by the name of Bound found it.
Simpson, are you in here? No. Long. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was looking at like I think I was looking at the different chapters on like a walkthrough page that I have, and I was like, why are there like 9 parts to this? So this is gonna be like the rest of next week, so I hope you guys are excited. Especially considering I have the attention span of a mallet. Just go. And that's it.
Earlier there was a little more information. There's something else in here. It's looks like a seal of some kind.
Huh?
With somebody's initials in an intricate shape carved into it. H.I. Is it for making those fancy wax things or documents? Do you think it belongs to the victim? Oh, my hips hurt.
No idea. It's gotta get logged anyway, so I'll take that.
Looks like a snowflake. Wonder how this is gonna relate to everything.
Really rather impressive, making an entire ship out of chocolate. That's Samson Tangaroa for you. Don't you just want to take a big bite out of it? Which part of it by far, that's the real head scratcher.
I'd bite the end, okay? Obviously, it's small enough to get my mouth around. Anyway, it has over twice as many parts as the previous one, but I like the way they switch things up throughout the case. Okay. You're making me curious now. Does that mean... You make it sound like we switch between Gregory and Edgeworth, but maybe we don't. Maybe you're insinuating something else.
That's a real head scratcher, you know.
That ain't part of it, kid, and you'll be off this crime scene so fast your head will spin.
Hey, it was just a joke. Stop staring at me like that. I do sometimes wish Eddie would keep his cool a little bit.
He does it so well nowadays, though. You know, it's probably from all the trauma. You know.
She must have collapsed into the treasure chest and smashed it open. Wait, do you think... Could that be how the victim died? He was crushed by the ship? If he was, this becomes an accidental death and not a murder.
You too serious?
Don't worry, detective. For the moment, we're simply discussing a possibility. I was being serious, though. Detective, can you tell us a little more about the state of the victim's body?
Let me see. Got a picture here someplace. You can see it for yourselves.
Definitely looks like it was bashed over the head with something. Victim was struck and killed with some sort of blunt instrument. Probably the chocolate. Maybe. Also, there's a blanket over him. Like, what was the point of doing that?
And what about the weapon? Has it been found yet?
You can ask the prosecutor in charge about that.
Bon karma.
The detective's not one for sharing much, I see. Would you mind if we borrowed this?
No skin off my nose. It's not like it's the official. Bound took it with an instant camera when she found the body.
An instant camera, like it's disposable or something. No.
Wrong voice.
No, it means that it develops the picture right then and there when you take them. No way, sounds pretty convenient. Now then, I better get my facts straight and take down some notes of my own. Something in this picture that contradicts with the current crime scene? Something in this picture that contradicts with the current crime scene. I'll need to call on my powers of deduction to figure out why. Nani desu ka?
Save.
Something that is different between this and over here. The blanket. The cause of death appears to have the blood loss followed from blood trauma. Wow. Other than the blanket, I don't know what else it would be. Alright, well let's try deducing. Oh, it has a different photo up.
Eureka!
I'm considering the ship before us and how you're lucky it's made of chocolate. Otherwise, you'll be on it right now, floating the loose stream down the hills.
Oh, exactly. We're supposed to wait to be ejected from a crime scene. I had to read that. I was like, what's it like with Gregory making a mistake? Like when Miles makes a mistake, it's just like, I'm so overwhelmingly confident that I can never possibly be wrong. You know? But it's like, God, you're a little upstart. Like, calm down. You know what I mean? This one's so frustrating. We'll see. Dam broke and the ship collapsed with it, and the sound it made brought Miss Bound running.
Yeah. Said the ship had already killed over by the time she got in here.
Then why did the stand collapse? What caused it to break?
Maybe the whole thing was off balance from the get-go.
That really have been the case. Alright, let's go talk to this guy next. And you are? It's me, Mario. Sorry, meditating. Did you want something from me, detective? Yes, I'm doing this. Don't... Okay, just shh, let me enjoy my life. I'm an attorney, not a detective. Gregory Edgeworth. A pleasure to meet you. I'm his assistant, Eddie Fender. I see. Name's Camelo Gusto. I'm a confectioner, here for the contest. You are? What's your specialty, Mr. Gusto?
What the fuck am I doing right now? This is how I make my penises. Oh shit, the art of air and sugar.
No way, look at that. It's a little baby seahorse.
It's a dragon, a noble soaring creature of the sky.
That's a dragon? Does look more aquatic than airborne.
No need to sugarcoat it. My design sense is weak. I know that better than anyone. That's why I'm heading to Zhengfa when this is all over. I need to train hard.
Perhaps we should get off the subject of his design sense for now. So what are you doing here, Mr. Gusto? I didn't think we were allowing civilians on the scene yet.
Detective wanted to know more about one of the pieces in here.
Spot on. Thank you, Paige. My brain is so red. I saw a mustache. You know, it's just the way life is. Oh shit, I didn't read that. Hold up.
Detective wanted to know more about one of the pieces in here.
Makes sense, seeing as he's a contestant. Maybe I should ask him a few questions of my own. I don't know. Those are some interesting implements you use, Mr. Gusto.
Ta-da! It's a chicken! I did it! It's a chicken! Yeah! Sugar plowing bumps. That doesn't make any sense. My bee fell down. Fuck my life. Oh shit! The chicken fell. No, it's okay. It's okay. I got my chicken and I got my bee. Okay, we're good. They put air into the sugar. That's so cool. It's like watching a swordsman do his thing. I'm no master. Not a day goes by that I don't hurt myself one way or another. That's why I wear red. That way it doesn't matter when I make a mess. You don't see the blood coming out of my body. You know what? I probably did the murder. You know, can you imagine? I actually have splotches of blood all over me, but you have no idea because it's all red. That's why Mario commits his crimes. The way of the confectioner is a lonely one. You never know to stop learning, not until you die.
Wow, that's crazy. Convenient placed chicken. I like how that chicken's like looks kind of bluish too. Very important.
I got a chicken.
They're very precious.
Way of the confectioner sounds like a long one too, if he's still injuring himself on a daily basis. What can you tell us about the contest? Based on what we've seen so far, flavor doesn't seem to be the only criteria at play. The contestant was Tangaroa's idea. It's all about art. Confectionery as art. Confectionery as art? Art you can eat, every part of it. Every single item in this room is edible. The whole place does kind of smell like chocolate. Tangaroa is a genius, a once-in-a-generation talent. Flavor and flair, he has it all. And if you can't outdo the god of confection himself, you can't win. I don't know, man. Beating out the greatest in the world seems kind of hard, yeah? As it should be. Whoever beats him becomes the greatest in turn. That's the real prize here. Nothing else matters. So you're competing for a title, effectively. And a treasure, the ultimate cookbook, Tangaroa's most prized possession, spelled with only three S's, when we really need 4, but that's fine. If you really want to know, it's all written down here. It's the list of rules that were given to the contestants.
Can I look at it? Let me looky.
Ultimate Cookbook, the title of World's Greatest Confectioner. Rules. Judging will proceed clockwise from the leftmost room. Okay. Old contestants together, Mr. Tangaroa's room when judging ends. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration. Stands and display materials will be provided. Okay. Interesting that it broke then, because that implies foul play. Contestants may not enter another contestant's room until judging has been completed. Okay, so everyone has their own rooms. Interesting. Sorry, I don't know much about what happened. I only heard about it after the judging was over. How was the judging organized? It started at 3 p.m. Tangaroa began making the rounds right around then. Oh, look at all these rooms. So Tangaroa's, Gusto's, Scone's room, Frost room. This is gonna be important, guys. Pay attention. He left his old room, then worked his way around the venue clockwise. My creations were the first to be judged. After that, he went to Scorn's room. She's another one of the contestants. What can you tell us about her? Ruthless, brutal. There's nothing she wouldn't do to win. She was working with Cream, some kind of dreamscape. Or creamscape. I don't know. Then, last of all, Frost's room. His thing was covered in flavored ice sculptures this time, so I heard. Can I look at it? The voices. Bam! No. I was doing Mario for so long, my brain's like, what was Ban's voice? Ban found the body when Tangaroa was still making the rounds. She panicked
ran to call the cops. Tango went right on judging. Claims he didn't know a thing about it until afterward.
Wait, really? She panicked, ran to call the cops. Tango went right on judging, claims he didn't know a thing about it until afterwards. Well, yeah, that sounds right. So why would you think he put the body there?
Went ahead and looked over the victim's work, even though the guy was nowhere to be seen. Pretty suspicious behavior in anyone's book.
Am I saying the right voice anymore? I don't have enough information to challenge him on that yet. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you and Mr. Gusto talking about earlier?
I was going to ask about the piece on the wall here, the one in the frame. Seems like something was off. There's a button?
Oh, there's a handprint. Ew.
Thought I'd better ask somebody who knows about this stuff. But then you bozos showed up and pulled me away from a very important work.
Perhaps we take a closer look. A Diary of Despair. The Light of Life. Angel beset by thorns. Angel's cookbook. That could be the cookbook.
Can't take a hint, can you?
Mr. Gusto, would you mind helping us out?
Of course! Confectionery is my life! That's what Mario says when he walks into that cake level in Mario Odyssey. I need a new Mario 3D game. It better come out this year, otherwise I'm coming for you, Nintendo. Even though you own me.
Fuck. Telly, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Much appreciated. What? Okay. What? Alright.
Voices. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you. It's very kind of you. This looks suspicious too. Like, where's the cake key? And what's this? So many questions. Nothing of interest here.
What?
You mean the handprint? Are these fingerprint marks?
Yeah, but we don't know whose yet. Still haven't figured it out. No fingerprints, no ID.
Finger marks without prints. That would certainly be important to the case.
It's a real head scratcher, alright? Not really. I'm guessing whoever it wore gloves.
Where's your sense of romance or adventure?
There doesn't tend to be much of either at a crime scene, Eddie. Voices. I need to play through the Mario Galaxy games for my own cultural enrichment. Yes, you should. That sounds like a good idea. Live those cultural dreams, okay? It's a good time. The thing you gotta appreciate, if you play the Mario Galaxy games, okay? Mario, I think there's two games, right? Appreciate the second one as a separate thing from Mario Galaxy 1. And by that I mean, like, I think it's very easy to go from Mario Galaxy 1 and then go to 2 and feel kind of disappointed because you're like, well, this isn't really quite how, like, 1 played out, you know what I mean? But if you don't think about that and just think of them as two completely, like, own storylines, it's pretty good. It's a little difficult, but pretty good. Hi there, how are you? I'm going well. Hanging out. Doing too many voices until I go crazy. Which is going pretty effectively at the moment. The voice is gone. Wait.
Who knew you could make a picture that this pretty out of chocolate? Samson really is a god among men.
Is it really made of chocolate, though? Looks far too much like a regular illustration to me.
You have a good eye, I'm impressed. That's no piece of candy, that's the ultimate cookbook.
Wait, really? The ultimate cookbook, and otherwise the grand prize.
What? So it's not made of chocolate at all?
No, the book is simply enframed in some... Really? That's insane. Tangarora showed it to all of us when he gathered us here to explain the rules.
Pardon.
So the participants knew that the grand prize was in this room the whole time. Fuck my life, man. Anyway, narp.
Anyway, you see it too, right? The frames, something's missing.
Ah, the oddity detective Bad was going to ask Mr. Gusto about, yes. You're right, detective. Something is missing from the frame.
So it's not just me.
Huh? What is it?
What's missing? This thing.
Take that!
Take that. Look at the decorative work in the corner here. Something's missing, no?
Oh yeah, it's different from the other side. That's not like Danganronpa. The balance is all wrong.
Ah! Can't switch from my Mario voice to Bad's voice.
But that's not all. Take a look. Take a look around.
Hate my life. Should I just start with 2 then? No, play 1 first. Play 1. I think if you play 1 first, 2 is like, I want to say slightly more difficult in a slightly different way. Slightly? So it's like, you can appreciate it more, you know?
Every confection in this room is missing some small bit.
Wait, really? Yes, fine. Cool.
You're right. Candle holder, nautical stuff, they're all like that.
Huh? The sextant over here? Balanced globe, no. So this is missing an end to the chocolate here. A piece over here. What's this missing? This? Like this hole or something? Names. And then the candle top on over here.
Someone deliberately damaged them?
No, I feel like you need to put them together to make something. That's a very good question.
Or did Tangaroa just wanted to look like somebody messed with his work?
He'd never do that to his own creations. Never! Does this have some deeper meaning for the case? Are you alright, Eddie?
Yeah, it sure is chilly in here.
So cool. Bad can be Luigi. Noted. No, I already have like a voice. I'm like, it's hard enough doing Luigi's voice as well. If I do Luigi's voice, it would just confuse me. And you never know, maybe there's a green person, you don't know. Well, you do, you would know. I'm just saying, like, we gotta wait to see if there's a green person. Yes, wasn't exactly warm out in the fountain room either, but it's even colder in here. Would you like to borrow my jacket?
No. Yeah, I'm fine. And besides, you said you'd give it to me when I finally got my attorney badge.
Aww. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Aww.
Why do they have the heat down so low? Oh, chocolate needs to be kept at the right temperature.
You're gonna just keep seeing my loading signal, sorry.
Take a look behind the panel on the wall. What panel?
Oh damn, there's the controller. What was that?
Look at that, it was here this whole time. There's only one in each of the contest rooms. Tangaroa hid them so they wouldn't spoil the aesthetic of our work.
What do the controls do?
They adjust the temperature and lighting. Goes all the way down to minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold enough to keep any confectionery from melting.
So in fact, each room is a giant freezer. That seems important. It's 58 degrees Celsius? That would be devastating. What?
It's 58, no wonder I'm cold. Hey, Detective Bad, you, mind if we turn it up a little? No! Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. But I'm not a detective. Same goes for attorney's head. We must never disturb the scene of the crime. Get used to the cold. It's all a part of your training. Chocolate needs to be kept at between 59 and 65 degrees. There's no way around it. You know the temperatures by heart. Guess it's your job. It's the very least I could do. I know I should know. Any real confectioner should be able to tell you that and more. Alright, what about lollipops and cream? If it's not too hot or too humid, a lollipop should be fine just about anywhere. Cream needs to be kept at around 50 degrees. Need to watch for Need to watch out for heat and humidity, huh? Duly noted.
Can we stop having those two talk side by side? It's killing me.
Detective Bad kind of brightened up when he was talking about lollipops, didn't he?
It's because of Kay. I suppose he must be very fond of them. Oh, wait, what about this thing? Wait, so they said there's something missing in every single page. Diary of Despair. Angels was set by thorns. Not alive. So there's something missing here. There's an inkwell and the quill. Something missing here. Yeah, and then the end of the wheel over here. I don't know what's missing on the globe, but the globe looks fine. I wonder what they're insinuating with that. Okay, let's have a look at this. Again. Blunt force trauma. Was killed with some kind of grudging. Must have tampered with some of the things. Why did it break? I was thinking because of the, like, the temperature, but it didn't become, like, a thing, so... Says I don't think anything else could be found here, but I haven't inspected everything either.
It's a journal belonging to the captain of the chocolate ship, all made of chocolate. Diary of Despair, that's some title.
Come hearken, see how we crossed the sea, and across rode the red tide to misery. Quite a jaunty rhyme for such a tragic-sounding tale.
A candelabra made of chocolate. This title here, The Light of Life.
Well, this particular light seems to be missing one of its life-giving flames. Does it have some sort of symbolic meaning, or could it be? These controls can be used to adjust the room's temperature and lighting.
Red, yellow, green, dark blue, light blue, white. It's a huge range.
Temperature set to 59 degrees. Lights, colors set to white. The pieces in here are made of chocolate, that's why. White chocolate makes them look better.
Oh, okay. Mr. Tungaro must see the room itself as a part of his carefully crafted creation. I really want to look at one of the other rooms. Alright, I guess we're going back to Deluge. So we needed to do something about this. Let's save, because I'm still uncertain as to what could be happening. 59 degrees is 15. Oh, okay, that makes way more sense. I wasn't really sure how much it would be. We're gonna be here for some streams. I've been in the Bahamas. My times are so different. Yeah. I joined my YouTube page and made my way here. Through tooth and nail, mate. Can I just say, I saw you first on the YouTube and seeing a name on the Twitter. And then you made it to the Discord, and now you've made it to the stream. You had to go a very long process around. But yeah, no stress, man. Definitely not me just paying way too much attention to things. Rule of thumb, 70 is room temperature, 32 is water freezers. I thought that was just 30, and 220 water boils. I'm not gonna remember any of that. 220 is like what you set your oven to. What? Localization team is American. That's always good. Praise be, the algorithm does work. Thanks, Con. Okay, so I need to... So there's a contradiction somewhere with this image. Or something? I need water. I'm losing my voice here. Hi, Aylin. Who's setting the oven to 220? Not me. We were talking about the difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius. Every 2 off from that is 1 degrees Celsius, more or less. That's kind of how I like equivocate it. Like I know that 100 degrees Celsius, yep, Fahrenheit is like 30-ish. Just like I know that 120 is like 40-ish. Like 30-ish, and then it's like 40-ish. Yeah, so I don't know, something like that. If you can remember either of those, you should be able to get a rough idea. Yeah, okay. And then 0 degrees Fahrenheit is like minus 30. Yeah. Well, obviously 30 is 0 degrees. Wait, is that right? Fuck my life. I don't know. It's been such a long week and completely out of routine. Hopefully next week I can reset back into routine. Including social energy. I really wish that happens in everything in life. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is functional, a completely random number below freezing. What are you saying? 0 degrees Fahrenheit is functionally a completely random number below freezing. Okay. I'm just going to say it took me trial and error to select the exact spot the game wanted me to select here, so believe in yourself. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. I think I know what you're talking about. Maybe?
Eureka!
Thank you for the clue. I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to be looking for. You didn't even give me a clue, but you gave me a really good clue, honestly. You said that you had to select a very specific area, and then I was like, hang on, the bottom of the area is cracked. Was that like that in the picture? Thank you. I don't think I would have gotten that otherwise. So the only thing— oh god, back to voices. Okay. I'm gonna have to rest my voice this weekend. She says, having work constantly. You said the only thing that has been removed from the piscine is the body.
Yeah, that and the piece of cloth it was wrapped in.
And something here doesn't quite add up.
It doesn't.
Take another look at the scene in front of us, Detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing.
You're right. Don't remember anyone mentioned they'd removed the blood along with the body.
Also, the bottom of it's caved in, but that's what I was thinking of, but that's fine.
Let me check with forensics.
Like this week's social battery is almost dead. That's fair. Alternating between vocal strain and wrist strain from playing too many video games. Let's go. You're doing amazing, Aylin. Sorry. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is the point at which sufficiently salty salt water freezes. Oh, that's concerning. How you doing, Aylin? Wait, I already asked that. Sorry, you know me. I ask like a question like 3 times in a row. What did you do today? That should be what I'm asking. Talking about vocal strain, have you been talking a lot? Yes, that's you. I don't know what you're sorrying me for. I'm sorrying because I'm like reading what you're saying and then not taking it. I'm not talking about it with as much of a serious note as I should be. That's what I'm apologizing for, because my brain's going thloop, 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 thloop. You know? I'm doing my best. I did some brain dead data entry. Ah, delicious. Didn't struggle with it like I did. Maybe I kept missing the spot because this stuff is more awkward on the DS. I can imagine. They probably like fixed it too because it's like bigger. And you are the one switching between vocal strain and wrist strain. What? Me? Oh. Also watch The Rookie. Nice. How far into it are you? Yeah, the wrist is kind of okay. I was gonna get a Dara to strap it tonight and I forgot. So I'm just going through tomorrow. Guys, I'm going to a party tomorrow. I know, crazy. She's socializing. I'm so excited. I'm like, yay, I get to socialize. I mean, I literally have to work all day at work and then immediately go to the party. So we know I'm gonna get to the party and I am going to be dead. I'm going to be so sick of everyone's shit that I'm gonna pass out on someone's couch. But not because of drinking or anything. It's literally just going to be me so sleepy that I pass out. But I'm very excited. I was talking with Adara. Actually, no. I was talking with my boss at one point, right? And it was really funny because I was talking about how excited I was. I love seeing people's houses. I don't know how to express this, but I don't go over to other people's houses a lot, okay? Like, it wasn't really like a super common thing, I feel. And so, like, I always kind of like get excited to see people's houses and like how they like, you know, make their little corner of the world and stuff. Anyway, and I was talking about this one time with another friend and she was like, why? Like, what's interesting? Well, sorry, I was talking about it with my boss and she was like confused. She was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you know, like it's probably perfectly normal for a lot of people to go visit their like best friends' houses all the time when in reality, like, we didn't really do that. Like, I need to show like, I need to show some restraint. Season 5, episode 18. I didn't even know there was 5 seasons, girl. She's insane. Feeling working in retail is crazy. Good night, Alda. Sleep well. Have a good weekend. Should be good.
What is it, Mr. E? What did you find out?
Compare the treasure chest in the photograph to the real thing. In the picture, the solid chocolate bottom continues underneath the deceased's head. And yet, that part of the chest is now gone.
Why with all the blood on it?
Exactly. So did the police remove it, or perhaps the killer? This is really interesting too, because this means that maybe the blood isn't what they think it is. You know what I mean? Like, why would you specifically remove blood from... Like, blood, you mop up blood, whatever, but this seems like they literally broke the chunk away in order to remove it and clean it off and put it elsewhere, you know? So,
what'd they do with it?
I definitely get the impression, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like, Judy, that's her name. Judy Bound is the most suspicious person at this point. Not sure though. We haven't met Delicia Scone. Can't believe they named Delicia Scone. I guess the other guy's called Camello though, so I can't say anything.
It wasn't forensics. They're saying nobody took anything like that away.
Interesting. So somebody deliberately removed the blood from the scene.
Could be.
Awesome.
Do I need to do something else? Whoops. Tell my friends I see enough people when I'll get off work. Time to stop interacting with people. How do parties work? What are the controls? How do you win? So here's the thing. This is how you win a party, okay? Don't get drunk. Get home as soon as you can, obviously. And then you win by being in bed and not waking up the next day with a headache, okay? No. I don't know, my key things about going to like parties and stuff is obviously always find one person that you're okay with like buddying down with, especially as an introvert. You know, find that one person where you're like, you know, where you're like, I don't want to be here, you don't want to be here, let's just like be our own like corner of the world, basically. And by that I mean like bring a sibling or have one good friend that you're going with. Make sure you're going with friends. If the place has games, even better. Okay, games are great. 10 out of 10. 6 seasons start available in Australia and season 7 has just started airing in America. So I may be forced to have some restraint. Maybe. Allegedly. Yeah. No, I still... My favorite parties that I have been to has literally been to my best friend's place. I say best friend. Best friend's place. There are a couple. And we literally, like, we get, like, a little bit of alcohol, like, just enough for, like, each other, like, just to have a bit to share. And we have, like, we sit and, like, play some, like, card games, like Cards Against Humanity or something. And we just chill and have a good time. And, you know, none of us obviously drink to excess and go to bed at the right time, like... You know, like, that's some of the best times I have, is literally just hanging out, at their place, so... but I can't do that all the time anymore, because we live very far away, so... How I win parties. Don't go! I mean, I don't- well, I mean, I'm gonna run out of episodes soon. Right. Okay. And then there'll be more. And then there'll be less. And then you'll have to wait again. Alright. I don't know if there's anything else I need to investigate here, but I need to draw some sort of conclusion. I wasn't sure about that, but okay. All of Mr. Takero's creations have missing a piece, each a piece, including one of the stands that was holding up the ship. Somebody really went all out. Do you think it could have been the killer? It's certainly a possibility. Either way, I think we can safely say the stand was damaged in our mystery person's tampering spree. When it broke, the ship fell and smashed open the treasure chest, which would have remained closed otherwise. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think we're done here for now. Good. Next room. I have to go to bed soon. What am I saying? I went to parties even more. I don't get invited. No, buddy. It's okay, man. We have streamers a party every night that you can attend. Yeah, always welcome.
Well, if I wasn't convinced before, I am now. Tangaroa did it. No two ways about it.
What? What do you mean?
All the rooms in this place are locked from the inside. The only way to unlock them from the outside is with his key.
I see. And who had access to that key?
Who do you think? Tangaroa. And it's the only one. There aren't any copies.
That's insane. And probably not true.
With the message key, Tangaroa could slip into anybody else's room anytime he liked. And he could even lock his own room from the outside if he wanted.
But Mr. Tangaroa's room wasn't locked, was it?
Nope, which is exactly what makes him a suspect.
What? Would you care to explain your thinking? Please do. That makes no sense.
If the door had been locked with the body, when the body was found, Tangaroa would have been the obvious suspect, which is why he deliberately didn't lock his room.
Huh?
And when he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest, so the body was on full display. Anyone was supposed to gather in his room when the judging finished up. So he made it look like the murder happened while he wasn't there.
Oh, that's his thinking. Alright, that's a good point.
The one thing he didn't plan on was Bound finding the body. Anyway, that's my thinking on the whole thing. Good enough for you, Mr. Attorney.
Do you also believe it was Mr. Tangaroa who damaged the other pieces in this room?
Yep. I know you have to believe your client. That's your job, but I'm a detective, and I serve the law. No matter how squeaky clean my voice is, somebody might seem a suspect is still a suspect.
I understand your reasoning, detective. Now, would you mind if I applied a little critical thinking of my own?
Heh, do your worst.
Just as the detective won't compromise his devotion to the law, I won't compromise my beliefs either. I love him. And I'm not about to just accept his version of events. In fact, I'm going to show him the pieces of evidence that highlights the contradiction in his claims. My party days are past. They're pasta. Just can't deal with many people anymore. That's fair. We're hanging out.
okay. If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tanjiro would have been the obvious suspect, which is why he deliberately didn't lock his door. Why he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest, so the body was on full display. Everyone was supposed to gather in his room when judging finished up, so he can make it look like the murder happened while he wasn't there. Nani? What's contagious? Drinking water? I'd hope so. If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tanjiro would have been the obvious suspect. Which is why he deliberately didn't lock his door. And why he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest so the body was on full display. Okay, so this is not right. You're saying Mr. Tanjiro himself deliberately smashed the treasure chest open.
Yep, if he hadn't, the body would have never been found.
I struggle to see how he managed to destroy his creation while judging the contest at the same time.
Exactly. And besides, there's no way he would have disrespected his sweets. He eats every last crumb on bacon bop while dancing. That's the only way his stuff gets destroyed.
This isn't about what happened on TV, kid. You know about Bacon Bop Detective? Am I the only one who isn't familiar with this show?
Wow, never would have guessed. Can you sing the theme song too?
Please, please do it.
Never mind that now, focus.
No, I really wanted that.
Point is, Tanjiro is responsible for breaking the lid.
Ah yes, I'm very responsible. A lot of people call me very responsible. Okay. Everyone was supposed to gather. Okay, so this is what I disagree with. Because is there something time orientated? I definitely believe that the thing caved in. Part of body was in blood. Wait. Part of the treasure chest that was covered in blood is missing. Cause of death is. Wait, that's not what I want. I want the testimony. No, not the contest rules. Judging will proceed clockwise. Maybe this is the point. From the leftmost room. Maybe this is the point because he starts in this room. So why? So it wouldn't end in his room, right? Fuck my life. Everyone was supposed to gather in his room when the judging finished up. Is that true? I know it does that. Say that there. Okay, okay. Where's like the testimony the girl said? The girl said specifically. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. The girl specifically said, I heard a crashing noise, and then so I went to inspect the scene, right? Like that's the thing I want to draw a conclusion on, but there's nothing in here that gives me any sort of evidence of such. Who's this guy? Oh, that's the guy who died. Artie Frost. Poor guy. Now I'm yawning. Oh, sorry. Yarning. Might switch gears and re-watch Slime again tomorrow. Just try to refresh. It's a good way of refreshing. Slime is good. I finally have finished re-watching the first season of Apothecary Diaries. So now I can start the second season. I'm very excited.
Hold it!
You're saying Mr. Tanjiro himself deliberately smashed the treasure. Wait, I read this! Sorry.
thought I did it. I thought I was the... Okay. Everyone was supposed to gather in his room when the judging was finished up. I'd have no qualms with that one. So he made it look like the murder happened while he wasn't there. Seems pretty convinced. No, but there's no way he could have vandalized his own creations. No way. Yeah, the treasure chest did get smashed in. There's no denying that. Perhaps we should focus more on what led to the body's discovery. Doing so should have made it easier to spot the flaw. Okay.
Hold it.
Let's press these first two statements then. That's hardly solid grounds on which to base your suspicions of Mr. Tangaroa, Detective.
And that's hardly solid ground to start shooting objections left and right on Mr. Attorney.
This is before his coat has been holy as well.
Maybe quit interrupting and let me finish.
Hold it.
And why would he deliberately not lock his room?
Because if he'd locked it, he might as well have been held up a sign saying he did it since he had the only key.
But maybe it was just a coincidence. Maybe he just left it unlocked without meaning to.
He just happened to leave it unlocked and somebody just happened to find a body inside. Come on, kid. You never make a detective thinking like that.
I don't want to be a detective. I want to be an attorney.
I'll be grateful if you stop trying to steal my apprentice. Aw. He's protective.
Look, there's a reason why Tangaroa left his door unlocked.
Okay.
Hold it.
The judging began in Mr. Guster's room, correct?
Yeah. Kinda want to check his hard candy stuff out myself.
In that case, how about the demonstration?
No, please, what am I doing? The flying breadcrumb. What? Look, it's you, detective. A puppy dog. I mean, the big bad wolf. Yeah.
Are you calling him a dirty dog?
It's a wolf.
Told you.
A lone wolf? I like it.
I knew it. I'm starting to enjoy these little displays. I love him. God, I love Gregory so much. He's so cool. Ah.
Anyhow, moving on.
Hold it.
Do you have a clear idea of when exactly the murder took place?
Not yet. Autopsy report's still bad.
No, wrong voice. Almost. And did you still went ahead and arrested Mr. Tangaroa?
We met.
Fuck. There's Mario in my head. Good night, Paige. Wait, no. Good night, Aelin. Sorry. I'm looking in the wrong order again. Rocky had me in a burnout chokehold, so we will see if I can redirect. Belly starting to get sleepy. That's good. Have a good night, Aelin. Sleep well. Makes me want to replay AI1 case in which we meet Bad just to see what he has to say about Gregory. I know, right? And I played it only a couple of months ago. I played Investigations 1 at the end of September? No, start of September when it first came out. Like this edition came out. Took a little break for a bit. Because all these voices will devastate me. I say that, I still need to finish Spider-Man 2. Maybe. Okay.
You know when the body was discovered? It was while Tangaroa was judging Gusto's room. The perfect alibi if he could set it up just right.
But still not grounds for an arrest. Surely you have to agree with that.
Do I? Especially when I've got nothing more to say to you.
Why do I get the feeling he's hiding something? Seems pretty good instead. So what piece of evidence do I want? I'm saving again. So, fingerprints, not important. A seal that was found near the body when it was discovered. What could the design signify? Notes taken about the crime scene. Maybe there's something else here? Again, I was really hoping for it was found at Tamsin Go inside a chocolate ship. The lid was closed until the ship collapsed. Maybe that's the line I want. I mean, again, like... Okay. Probably, I guess?
Objection!
Okay, well, I was looking into it too much, guys. Well, I was looking for specifically sound-related element, but instead it just said the ship crashing, collapsing into the chest, which, sure. We've established the body was hidden inside the chest, and that Miss Bound only came running into the room when she heard a sound. She bounded into the room. She seemed reasonable to infer the sound was that of the chocolate boat collapsing.
Sure, seems likely, based on the evidence.
And yet you assert that it was Mr. Tangaroa who had smashed the lid of the chest. I do believe this photo makes it clear that it was the ship that did the smashing. Okay. If that had occurred only moments before Miss Bound had entered the room, then it couldn't have been broken by Mr. Tangaroa, who was out judging the contest at the time.
I never said he did it then and there. He could have done something to the stand, so it collapsed when it was in the middle of judging.
Objection!
Have you any way of proving the assertion? I was thinking, like, if you set the temperature of the room to a higher temperature and then everything slowly melted, but I think the stands aren't made of chocolate. I think they say that, actually. I was keeping an eye out for random things like that.
Nope, but the investigation isn't over yet. There's still time.
So he doesn't have anything conclusive. Have you found any prints in this room besides those of Mr. Tangaroa's?
Yep, on the door. Well, we found Tangaroa's and Frost's prints on there too.
Wait, so he walked willingly into the room then?
We were all brought in here for a briefing right before we started working on our creations. Those prints are probably from then.
I take it you haven't checked any of Mr. Tangaroa's works for prints yet.
Well, word.
We know that somebody tampered with them. Therefore, it's possible they left some prints behind when they did so.
Fine. But if we don't find anything, your guy's still top of my list. Got it?
No problem, man.
You get all the chocolate stuff for prints.
Yes, sir, right away. We finished dusting the chocolate and we found prints that don't belong to Mr. Tangaroa, so... Yes.
Go on, whose?
Felicia Scones, sir. She's one of the contestants.
Good work. You can go back to whatever you were investigating before.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go back and inspect my boots over here. Oh, it seems we have a suspect besides Mr. Tangaroa.
Even without your lawyering input, I wasn't about to wrap up the investigation anyway. I'll go speak to Mr. Smith Scone and see what she has to say for herself.
Lucia Scone. Mr. Gusto mentioned her before, too. He said that she was ruthless, that she'd do anything to win. Yeah, but that makes her the most obvious suspect, so it's not her.
This Scone lady sounds like a pretty suspicious character, huh, Ms. E?
I'm really tired. Yes, I think we're better try to speak with her ourselves. Detective Bad, would you mind if we accompanied you?
Babysitting you is not my job.
Oh, come on.
But I guess you did pick up on a couple useful clues already. So if you want to tag along, be my guest.
Thank you, Detective. You're too kind. I love that he bows. He has his own little bow compared to, like, Miles Edgeworth being like, But Detective Bad, sir, I don't think that's such a good idea. The lead prosecutor is still busy in there. Oh god.
It'll be fine. Me and him don't exactly see eye to eye anyhow.
Fuck him. Fuck Von Karma. Does anyone remember Von Karma's voice? No.
Who's this him? Who did they assign to this case?
Manfred Von Karma.
What? They gave it to Von Karma? He has lost a case of 25 years.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. Wait a second. wait. But wasn't there a gun involved in this case? This guy was hit over the head, so why would... So when Miles thought that he killed his dad... When Miles thought that he killed his dad, which is supposed to be, presumably, in the middle of when the trials were happening during all of this. There was a gun inside of a bag, and at some point it's dropped, and it shoots out the window. I don't know. We never faced another in the court, but I've heard plenty of stories. They say he'll do anything to ensure a guilty verdict. But I can't do that, let that distract me. For now, I need only continue to do what I believe is right. Alright, bedtime. Yay! Perfect, guys, we got through a whole segment. Alright, the thought of the detectives spraying fingerprint dust for all over the chocolate. Dude, it's not even just that. It's like the fact that it's like, there's probably so many. God, that guy just has his ass in the air. What the fuck? I mean, not what we're talking about. That's what Delicia's scone looks like. She looks devastatingly terrifying. What were we talking about? Detective, the powder chocolate. Yeah, like when you make chocolate, you probably like smooth everything out as much as possible anyway, like with your like hands or with some sort of thing. So there's probably like tons of like fingerprints to look at. Alright guys, I promise on Monday we will get more of this done. At the detriment of my voice. Till then, bedtime. Sorry guys, I got another early morning in the morning, so I gotta just keep moving. It's sad, all these early mornings when all I want to do is sleep in and play more video games. Thank you for the stream, have a good weekend. Thanks Rash Kavar, you have a good weekend too. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, hope you all have an excellent day. Today and tomorrow. Hand wavering. Good. Cool. Good night. This was fun. Thanks, Paige. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good night, Tom. Take care. Illy Tom. Have a good night. Thank you. I will. It's probably good that I'm stopping here. My throat really hurts. Also, I was here the whole stream. Yay! Woo! Winning! Alright. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, okay? Yeah, I'll be back on stream on Monday. And I have less work next week, so we'll be able to hopefully chow down more of this because I'll have extra time to keep streaming. Yeah. Have a good night's sleep, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all Monday. I remember I said tomorrow. Oopsie. Bye-bye. Night-night. Yay. Bedtime.